Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to Greenlight. So my name is Jovanni Santos, and I'm engaged. Check it out. Here we're talking about Blu-ray releases this week, and we're also releasing some news about who won the giveaway from our Bad Boys for Life movie code giveaway. Jump on the live chat, all of you there, and have a conversation. Let's talk about the releases this week, and then we're going to announce that at the end of this video. So we got a lot to do, and let's just get started. Alright, get started here. So what we normally talk this week, we have a couple movies that are out. We have one that I didn't expect actually to come out this week, and then Bluray.com just kind of put it up this, I guess, today. I didn't check it today. I woke up kind of late, but so sorry about that to all of you there. And then at the same time, we have some really cool releases this week. Mortal Kombat is R-rated, has an R-rated animated feature film done by Warner Brothers, which is like the coolest thing in the world because Warner Brothers animated, like their animated section is amazing with their DC work, including with Batman and everything like that. They did The Killing Joke recently as well, and that was R-rated. It was really good. I hear it wasn't as good as the comics, but let me know what you thought about this movie if you've seen it. And then we're doing Guns Akimbo and Rhythm and the Rhythm section, which is one that I didn't expect to be released today. Without that movie, there wouldn't have been a lot of like major releases and stuff like that. So if you haven't been here before, we talk about Blu-ray movies every week. We also do unboxings and talk about special features in all these Blu-ray releases every week. Anything that pertains to educational stuff for filmmaking that can help you on your journey. It's always helped me, growing up with DVDs and everything like that. DVD special features was everything. Watching these documentaries was everything for me, and it still is. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot about how it is to work on like big sets and everything like that, and at a young age before I went to film school for that. With that being said, let's get into our first Blu-ray. And that is Mortal Kombat, and it's an animated film, Mortal Kombat Legends, The Scorpion's Revenge. So this seems pretty cool. I want to check this out because I saw the trailer and I was very, very impressed on the story capabilities of this film. So let me know in the comments below. I'm definitely gonna have this on my list to check it out very soon. Haven't thought about buying it or anything like that. I might end up buying. I'll explain the future of the next couple movies that I'm looking on purchasing. But this film is out right now, so let me know if you purchased it. Let's check out the special features. This is the 4K slipcover on there. There's a slipcover on there, and everything it's done here is by Warner Brothers. They usually have some special features from what I see here. They do. So let's zoom in. So from what I see here, we got this is zoomed in a little bit too much. Wow. Alright, cool. So, from epic game to extreme animation. So, I guess this is from the video game. Let me know in the comments below if you know about that, because I didn't know about that. I just thought it was just another story from Mortal Kombat. I remember the movies growing up and the games like crazy. I had a Sega Genesis, and included with that we had Mortal Kombat with Sonic as well. So it's been an interesting time for Sega properties, I guess. But I don't think this is a Sega property. I think this is a Warner Brothers property now, and it's been for a very long time. So I guess this was a game, and then they turned it into a cartoon film. And then the next thing I see here is the weapons, wardrobe, and world of Mortal Kombat Legends. Oh, that's cool. So they're gonna get into the characters and their clothing and the weapons and all the props that tell about their characters and stuff like that. So they're really gonna talk about the characters here. So that's great. It's great for any writer, like I always say, and it's fantastic for actors, so they can have fun with diving into each character and seeing how it works on a professional level, even for a cartoon, and how they do it differently than they do a live action film. The Savage sound design and Mortal Kombat Legends. So that's cool too, because the sound is 90% of any film, and that's one of the things that I'm striving and working hard towards on my documentary as well. I'm trying to finish up the 3D animated scene that I have going on where I'm like replicating something that happened in one of the interviews of it's just one big interview in the documentary, and I'm trying to kind of like move the story forward a little bit, so people understand what's going on and they don't get lost right away, because the movie tends to move forward fairly quickly, and then it kind of halts right at this major Q&A, and it's very important in the story and everything of what I'm trying to tell, but sometimes like adding those things, it helps. But sound design is really going to propel everything and make everything feel smooth. So that's what I'm trying to get at, is that this is great, because then it's just a slew of images and not an experience. Sound really handles the whole experience part of making a film or watching the film. Sound is a major part for the audience. So something major to look into, and this is going to be a great documentary. I definitely want to buy this now just because this is there, just to see what they're talking about when it comes to sound designing a cartoon, especially a 2D animated feature film, when a lot of things are done in 3D now. So let me know in the comments below if you actually enjoy sound design and you believe that sound design is something that's major for all films and many films. So let me know in the comments below in the live chat as well. Mortal Kombat Mortal Kombatants. I'm guessing that's like probably a little documentary about the film or what's going on in the film. Mortal Combatants, probably with the story or something. I'm not too sure, but let me know in the comments below, because that's a separate little documentary there. And then there's filmmaker commentary. So there's a lot of special features on here, especially for a Warner Brothers animated feature film, because they usually do a lot of these for Batman films. They've been kind of like low-key, just not doing a lot of special features kind of like this. This looks pretty broken up, where they talk about a slew of things of how the film got put together and everything like that. And you want to hear those type of things as filmmakers and people that are studying film, always like myself. Like I always say, and I hear that Martin Scorsese actually believes this a lot, and it's that everything that you learn is good to keep in mind that you are a student, because like those things, like you keep learning more and more things, you're always a film student, and that's great as a filmmaker first. So and that's good. I love that. I love learning new things and stuff like that, and finding new ways of doing things and stuff like that, because as much as everybody's against it, I'm big on technology. I love Robert Rodriguez with that as well. He tends to really be big on using the technology to propel your storytelling, and not the other way around, where it propels or halts your filmmaking by sticking. I love film, and when I have big budgets, I will do a movie on film, and it would be in black and white. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that kind of stuff, and really experimenting with that eventually when there's money to do that and experiment in as a filmmaker. But nowadays, it's just more important to stick to what you can obtain, as a filmmaker. And there's not a lot of money out there for films and experimental films. And if you're thinking of a movie yourself, I think that's what you should do, is really look into what you do have, because the technology you have right now is so much better than it was back in the days of the silent era. And then, even when sound came out, that was a big deal. And you do a lot of special effects nowadays. You could do it on Premiere just by do everything in a month and do a little short film. I don't care, something like that. And it's everything in what we do and in art and everything. So really look into that. These type of things I love that. This Blu-ray already is inspiring me already with that sound design. That's cool. I really would love to watch that, and that would have been big for me in high school when this came out. If this would have come out on DVD or something like that, because that was big for me growing up. Those DVD special editions. There was always the DVD version, 1 disc, and then a 2-disc version of the DVD. And then they'll have a different version of that 2-disc version, either at Best Buy or at Target. And they also did later on, before Blu-rays, they started doing a lot of steelbook cases with the DVDs. And I got some, and I'll probably put it on Instagram and stuff like that. I got 2 of them. I Am Legend and the Boondock Saints. They're pretty badass and stuff like that for DVDs. Speaking of which, there's a special edition DVDs, Blu-ray and DVD and digital for Mortal Kombat Legends Scorpion's Revenge on at Target. So check that out. Let me know in the comments below. I don't know if this is a steelbook case. It looks like it could be. Yeah, it is a steelbook case. And this is a rated R film, so this is not for kids. So let me know in the comments below, because this is going to be a collector's type of thing to buy, definitely. And then the next thing we have here is the steel. I don't think it's a steelbook case, but it's a limited edition gift set, and it's at Best Buy, and it comes with an action figure of Scorpion, which is pretty badass. Yeah, I think that's real tight. That's really tight. And then we have another film, but I don't have the the back end of this. This is by Lionsgate, and I know there's making of in this in some shape or form. There's got to be a 20-minute or 10-minute type thing, type deal. But I would definitely would love to hear more about it, either on Instagram. You could hit me up, or here whenever you want to talk about it in the comments on this video. Let's definitely talk about it. I'll include it in the next weekly Blu-ray release video that I do, and we can talk about that. And here I do shout outs as well for the live, which is why I do this all live. So let's include Guns Akimbo on the screen right now. So this film right here, please let me know in the comments if you purchase this film. You could take a picture of the back end and if you want, and send it to me through Instagram. That would be cool. And then I'll include it on next week's video, and we can talk about that, because the trailer looked pretty badass. It looked kind of like a futuristic type deal. I've been watching Westworld a lot, and they have this app that basically you can do a lot of criminal stuff and do a lot of crazy things with that app and get paid and stuff, which is pretty interesting. So this film, Guns Akimbo, is really, really into that. It's basically some guy, I guess, starts an internet uh, an internet kind of game where he does like he kind of puts people in like in violent situations where they have to like defend themselves and stuff like that. So basically, Daniel Radcliffe wakes up with guns, basically bolted and surgically added into his hands, so he can't really like get rid of them. So he always has guns, so he can pull the trigger or not and get shot at, But it is what it is. But now he's like a target and everything like that. So I actually don't think they showed in the trailer as to why he's a real target. But I'm wondering if the movie gets into it. But let's talk about it in the description below. This is a movie I definitely would have purchased. And then we have another film. So we move on because a lot of things are going on in this episode today. Our next film is with Blake Lively and Jude Law from the producers of James Bond, The Rhythm Section. So it's about an assassin. Blake Lively is an assassin here. And I'm just going to say that because that's as much as I know. I try not to watch too many trailers and stuff like that. And I know I saw this trailer a couple more times than I should have, especially on TV at work when I do live. I work on live TV in the control room for Fox out here in Miami, and I end up seeing a lot of trailers, and I've seen this trailer like way too many times, and I know for sure exactly what it's about, but I definitely want to see this film with my wife, so we're looking into it. But thanks to Blu-ray.com, we have a back end for this one, and this one's pretty interesting. I love action films, and everybody knows I love action films, especially with the Bad Boys video that we did last week about the Blu-ray releases for Bad Boys and the unboxing and stuff like that. Like, I'm a huge fan of how they do it too, especially if they do it for real. So here it looks like they're really showing a lot. This is a Paramount release, and it looks like they're really getting into a lot here. So I'm going to zoom in. Right away, automatically, I see our deleted scenes. And so we got deleted scenes, action-packed featurettes, and over 40 minutes of bonus content. So they kind of separate everything with a dot here. So I'm going to just like really point this out for everybody here with these dots. So deleted scenes and extended scenes, obviously we know what those are. And those are type of things that end up on the cutting room floor from the script. And they say that editing a movie is basically another cut of your film. So I talk about it a lot here. So stay tuned with that and stuff like that, because I tend to repeat myself when it comes to that. And I always let people know what they are every time, because this is for everybody that's just learning too as well. So let everybody know about that here. So I kind of see people on the live chat, and I just want to say hi to everybody. Hey, Samurai X, I see you there. Matthew in Hollywood, hey again. Greenlight, he says, I see you there too. Let's see. Oh, Samurai X actually said something. I hope there's a sequel that was an awesome movie. Oh, let me know what you meant about which movie there, Samurai X. And then I see you, Matthew Hollywood. Thank you for sticking around. I've seen you a couple more times when I had like put this up that we were going to be live today about this a couple days ago. So that's really cool. Joe Sunny, I see you. That's awesome. Matthew in Hollywood again. Guns Akimbo looks cool. What happened to Harry Potter? I mean, I know, and you're laughing, cracking up emoji. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're going to do it again. I hope they don't remake that series, because it's tough to do that. Bless you, Logan. It's tough to do that because, like, there's movies like, what was that movie? It was about not about a boy, but it was a Richard Linklater movie called, man, I forgot the name of it. I just had it the top of my head, but basically it was watching a kid grow up all in one movie and stuff like that. But you could see all these kids grow up in all these films, and it's really crazy. And seeing them now, they're a lot older and stuff. So I don't think they're gonna, like, I don't think they should like remake that. I know they're gonna keep going with the series of like all these films with Fantastic Beasts, so that's pretty cool. But let's kind of like get back into this here with Blake Lively and the rhythm section. So there's like action-packed featurettes, it says here. So whenever they have that separate from this over 40 minutes of bonus content, they have way more than that. So they're showing a lot here. So I need to really put it out here that, if you're really into special features and everything like that, this looks like there's going to be a lot. And for me, this is a huge like red flag and something I would definitely want to purchase just because of that alone, and only because of that sometimes. For some films, I haven't seen this film, so I don't even know how good it is, for me to purchase it. But I go by this stuff, and like it's a huge benefit to me. It just fuels me. It fuels my creativity and everything like that. I love the movie. The movies usually like fuel my creativity, storytelling wise, and that's on a different level. But when I see this type of stuff, I could watch the movie and the movie turns out to be awesome. Like this is just, a major like full circle type film for me, or type of buy for me for Blu-ray. And that's just how I feel about all Blu-rays and DVDs and everything like that when I purchase them. So this is kind of what I go on a lot. But I love how like I could do this on this. I really wanted to find a way to bring all of them in, even though I don't purchase all of the feature films. But this one looks like one that I would definitely look into. So I definitely going to see this film with my wife. We thought it was interesting because my wife likes Blake Lively here. So she's really good. And then Jude Law's in it, like out of nowhere. So that's pretty cool as well. So from what I see there, then there's that dude from This Is Us on here too as well. So definitely check this out. Let me know in the comments below if you're interested in this, because action-packed featurettes, I'm not even going to get into how many there could be in there, and there could be like a play all option on that one. And then the over 40 minutes of bonus content. Bonus content is a plural word, and so is featurettes, and it's not featurette, where there's just no S and it's just one plural, like one type of like documentary. But this is like plural. There's many documentaries and they're separate. So there's going to be a bunch of little ones, like 10, 15 minutes each. It's probably spread out, all for the action-packed featurettes and a play all option. And then 40 minutes of bonus content would just end up being like, maybe like 2 or 3, like a longer form, 10-minute or 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes, each. Maybe it's 2 of them, 20 minutes one, a 20-minute one, or a little over 15 minutes or something like that, The featurettes could be even shorter than that. They could be like 8 minutes, just going on that, because it says 40 minutes and they're giving you an exact number. So with that being said, let me know in the comments below if that's right or not. I can't wait to check this out, because I definitely am going to check this out myself. And the next couple films we have don't have back ends after this, so we're going to kind of go through them fairly quickly here and talk about them. Because the next film is an independent film called Butt Boy. Forgive me for this, because I didn't really. It said assume the possession. It's just so weird. I don't get the movie too much. All I know is like somebody's like solving some type of murder. I believe there was a cop, and it's just crazy. It's a crazy film, but I don't want to sell this short. This film looks fantastic, though. If you look at the trailer, if you check out the trailer, just go in the description below. I have all the IMDb links, and they have trailers in the IMDb's. Click on those, check out the trailer. Let me know what you think in the comments of this video, and I definitely want to know what you think, because this trailer kind of really stood out to me visually and everything. It just kind of really, like, for a low-budget film, it really pushed the limit. So I was really, really impressed, highly impressed. So I definitely want to check this out eventually sometime in my life or something like that. I don't know. But at some point, I think I definitely should check this out for myself. But if I see it on like Amazon Prime or Hulu, I'll definitely check it out. But I know because it's such a low budget film, there could be no special features whatsoever in this Blu-ray. But I give it a shout out for even going on Blu-ray. And if it does, let me know in the comments below. I'd love it if you've checked this out or seen it in a store. Take a picture of it. Let me know in the comments below. But stay safe out there. Don't just go out there without a mask or anything like that. I don't care what everybody else says. We're still in this probably for the rest of this year. Next year we can see everything kind of going back to normal, I believe. All the doctors say that, so I want to go by that. So our next film here is Vanilla. And Vanilla is like a romantic comedy, I believe. I don't think I have it pulled up here. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, Boyhood. Thank you, Joe Sunny. When I was talking about earlier was Boyhood. Yeah, Boyhood. I've forgotten the name, but that Richard Linklater movie was really good, and yeah, Harry Potter is the only one I've ever seen actually do that with a bunch of movies and try to keep up with everybody and stuff like that. Is that Ben Affleck on Vanilla? I'm gonna give you a question mark with that. You're asking for Vanilla. Is that Ben Affleck? I doubt that very much. It's not Ben Affleck. And if you're talking about the Butt movie, that's weird. That's funny. He would probably do a Butt movie. I don't know why. But now that he's directing, he's been doing pretty good for himself since The Town. The Town kind of like changed him for me a little bit. But he's always been kind of like type of actor here and there for me. But I loved Gone Girl just because David Fincher is the bomb. He does everything right to me. He does it perfectly when it comes to film. What I see here next, we have another film called that we're going to move on from, because this is a romantic comedy. I believe it's released by Gravitas Ventures. And I've talked about them here before, and they're usually really good with independent filmmakers and stuff like that. Probably could work out a deal and everything if you know about their business a little bit better. But there's many options about how to release your film on as a independent micro budget and completely independent, all yourself releasing it and everything like that. So there's ways of doing that. So let me know in the comments below if you're interested in that. I could do a video about it. I just did it recently with my feature film Creed, and it's on Amazon Prime, and it'll also be on Roku, or it could already be there. I'm not sure, but with all this pandemic stuff, it probably is not on a Roku right now. It's on those like free movie channel apps and all this kind of stuff. So free Grindhouse movies too, I believe, something like that. So let me know in the comments below if you're interested in finding out more how to do that. We'll move on to our next film. So our next film here is Chasing the Dragon Part 2, Wild Wild Bunch. I haven't seen the first one or anything like that, but it looks like a gangster movie in Korea, I believe. Ooh. I'm drinking some coffee. Just rubbed the microphone. My bad. Sorry. So this film, let me know more about it in the comments below. I don't think I checked out the trailer for this one. But let me know in the comments below what you think. This is pretty cool. I believe I did see the trailer for the first one, Chasing the Dragon. So Wild Wild Bunch. I believe it is a gangster movie. So let me know in the comments below if you know more about this film and you're looking to check it out. But this film is out now on Blu-ray. And our next film, I believe it's also could be a Gravitas Ventures releasing. Alone Across the Arctic. This looks like a thriller. Let me know in the comments below. I didn't check out this trailer either, But let me know in the comments below if you're interested about this film, and it's out now on Blu-ray as well. And I have all the links to all these movies down below in the description with all their trailers and everything like that as well. And this next film we have here is Line Walker 2, The Invisible Spy. Also a description for this one down in the description below. There's also a link to IMDb, so check that out. And let me know what you think about the trailer. I believe I did check out this trailer, and I think I may have checked out part 2, but it was last week I checked it out. But I know I saw the first trailer, and it's about a gangster, like a whole gang. It's a gangster movie, and I think it's about a gang and everything like that in Korea. It could be in Korea, Japan, or China. Let me know in the comments below. I'm doing that totally wrong, and no justice on that one whatsoever. Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. So let me know in the comments below what that's about. But this one, I believe it could be like a cop film, but it's an action film, so check it out down below, and let me know what you think about Line Walker 2 as well. Invisible Spy. So our next film here, it's an older film, one of my favorite films by Wes Anderson, and it's an older film, and because we do making ofs and stuff like that, and we concentrate on filmmaking, special features and everything, and try to keep everything towards filmmaking here. It's a new angle. It's a different angle than everybody else doing Blu-ray unboxings and stuff like that. And I love Blu-rays, and this is how I got more into filmmaking and everything like that. Just watching these documentaries and learning more and going to film school, studying online and everything like that. Recently I've been learning all the new stuff online on my own. Now that I'm not in film school anymore, I did like over 7 years of film school consecutively, of 2 different film schools and stuff. So like now, so let me know in the comments below if you did any film school as well, if you're interested in making films. I know like a couple of you in the unboxing and stuff really enjoyed that, and told me that you are a filmmaker as well. So let me know in the comments below and shout yourself out again as well. And we'll say what's up and talk about film. I love that. So the next thing I have here, so this is Wes Anderson. So the next thing I have here is like one picture. I'm going to move around, and it's one big photo. I should just show the whole photo first, so you see what I'm talking about here. My son's losing patience with me. I can tell when he makes his own conversation happen. Alright, so this is the whole thing, the whole set of the Criterion collection. I love Criterion collection for films. I have like 4 or 5 of them on a DVD. I could release them on so you can see them and stuff like that on my Instagram. So let me know anywhere in the comments below of this video, or anywhere. I might just like post it up one day randomly, so that could just happen. So let me know in the comments below if you're interested in all that. My son's just pouring out all of his train sets. So that sounded really loud, and I'm sorry about all that. Let's see here. We're gonna zoom in real quick. So this is really cool. I love this. I love this set here. So this is, I believe, the poster or something, like a poster thing, and then we fade in here. Next, we have like a little booklet down on the bottom here, and then we open up the. We open up the Blu-ray, I guess the Blu-ray, and it's just one disc, it looks like. I don't know if there's any special features in it, anything like that, but this is what I found online. So let me know in the comments below if there is. But this is what's out right now for Criterion collection, for the Grand Budapest Hotel. I don't really do a lot of Criterion collection releases and stuff like that, because it's a lot of films. Sometimes I don't know the film. It's in a way older film or something like that. So I want to be able to talk about it and stuff. But I know older films like Seven Samurai and stuff like that, and like Alfred Hitchcock stuff. So, but if you do know of any, I don't mind like doing a retrack in the next episode. If you do call me out, I will do that. So let me know in the comments below. So let's move on and let's pull myself up here on the screen because we should do who won the Blu-ray movie code giveaway. So let's get into that. That was the last Blu-ray release, and it's an older release of film, but it's being re-released on Criterion Collection. So let me know about that film if you enjoy that, or you enjoy Wes Anderson movies as well. Very creative, and it's great to see any kind of making of his films. I have one of his Criterion collections on DVD, actually 2 of them. So Rushmore and Royal Tannenbaums, which I believe a lot of people have the Royal Tannenbaums. So just checked, not Ben Affleck in the BB, Tony Lang in Shang-Chi. Oh, okay. What is your favorite Wes Anderson movie? I'm writing 2 screenplays, 2045, Renegade, and Murder on the High Seas. Wow, those are some really good titles, man. Matthew in Hollywood, shout outs to you. I love the titles. Very, very intriguing. I'm really interested in sci-fi films and like murder mystery films. So this is great. Let's definitely talk. Let me know. Hit me up on Instagram here. So I believe I'm pulled up here. So yeah, hit me up here on Instagram. So shout outs to you before we get into this giveaway. I really appreciate that. The titles are amazing. I'm learning a lot of like CGI on Blender and stuff like that, and trying to get into motion tracking and stuff. So trying to elevate my storytelling, but I'm trying to really get into the mentality of doing one-off like 1-minute films on my personal YouTube channel, which I get a lot of hits on, like with 3,000 subscribers on that one because of my first feature film. But right now, as soon as I'm done with my documentary, that's what I'm looking to do in the future. But I'm concentrating on finishing the documentary first. So that takes some time, doing this channel, getting the documentary done and everything like that. So, and having a family, obviously, is a job in itself, and that's like, and it's everything to me. So thank you though for really bringing that up, and you're so welcome, Matthew, Hollywood. And let's get into, let's see who won the movie code. I really appreciate everybody waiting and being patient with me here. And we're going to get into that right here and find out who won. So this is through TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy, I have a link. I believe I have a link in the description below. Or there could just be a vidIQ one, but vidIQ works well as well. I don't believe that the vidIQ has anything like this, but I know it doesn't look like they have anything like this. But TubeBuddy, when I open this up here, has a miscellaneous section on the bottom right here where it says pick a winner. So I can pick a winner off of the comments, which is really cool, and it makes it fair for everybody here. So if you aren't quite sure, this is your first time doing this with me, then this is how I do things. So let me adjust that there. And we're going to do for all comments. I did the comments must contain, like an @ stuff like that. But some of you don't write that in there. So that's fine. Now I can find you a little easier and makes it easier for everybody. So, all right. So we picked a winner, and it's a Mo Kimochi. I don't believe you won or anything like that. Enter me, please. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I really appreciate you commenting and joining on this giveaway. And Bad Boys for Life, is really good third movie. Usually that doesn't happen a lot of times. Usually a sequel to the film, at least if a second film is stronger than the first one, the third one wouldn't be as great and stuff like that. But For this franchise, it was more like the first one was the best movie, and then the second movie was really good and up the ante budget wise, and you could see that, and you could see Michael Bay really on his on his style and everything like that. Coming from the first film. And the first film is a little more reserved in trying to get the story and everything in a film out there. And him being restricted, I think it's not a bad thing, and so, and that'll teach you hopefully something as well as being an independent filmmaker, that you can't be, looking at restrictions as something that, as a negative. It's usually a positive thing, restricting yourself. And sometimes you look at it at a different angle and you find something out that certain things are more important than others, for your future film. So congratulations to you, Mo Kimochi, and I'm gonna give you a shout out online. So thank you, Matthew in Hollywood, for subscribing as well. I just saw that on my phone. I'm just giving just recording this, just like take a picture of the screen real quick, so then I can send it to you, Mo Kimochi, and hopefully he shows up in the comments. He or she shows up in the comments. Don't want to exclude anybody because I'm not sure. I think it's a guy though. Let me know in the comments below and say what's up to everybody. And let's pull myself back up here. So I appreciate everybody showing up on this episode, and next week we'll do another Blu-ray release video. I don't have any unboxings, planned this week. There's not really any movies that I was looking to purchasing. I know that my son really adores Sonic, so I might end up purchasing Sonic very soon. And then afterwards, I know I want to purchase The Invisible Man. I haven't seen it before, but I heard some great things right before the whole pandemic thing going on, and I've heard some great things, and I really want to check it out for myself. I love the director. Me and my wife love his film. It was Upgrade, and Lee Wynell, he worked on Saw, and came out of film school, Australian film school, with Jason. James Wan. James Wan. I actually ran into him in I believe it was like a Brookstone that I worked in L.A. in Beverly Hills or something like that, in their mall in Beverly Hills, and I bumped into him there, and I kind of like too quickly geeked out on him. He wasn't interested in anything, I think, in the store, but it was like right in front of the store. I just said, if you need anything, sir, like I love your work and everything, just let me know. I'm here and all that stuff. He probably just didn't want to get into, his films and all that stuff with a fan, especially since he did Saw and all that. But I'm more, I liked Saw, the first one. I'm just more interested in him as a filmmaker and the movies he did afterwards, like movies like Death Wish and stuff like that. Death Sentence, I believe it was called, where the guy just went on a rampage for his son and all that stuff, because some kids killed his son and stuff. I would do the same thing for my son. I would just go crazy. So let me know in the comments below if you are interested in The Invisible Man or Sonic Blu-ray. There's another one I'm interested in getting at some point in between all this, if there's not a movie that is coming out, and it's a steel bookcase comes with Spider-Man. Actually, it goes with Venom, Spider-Verse, Venom and Spider-Man Spider-Verse, and Spider-Man Homecoming, and then Spider-Man Far From Home, 4-disc Blu-ray with movie codes, and I could do a giveaway with that one as well. So let me know in the comments below if you're interested in that and any filmmaking stuff. I did get a couple new things recently, including my wedding ring, so I'm very happy about that, and just kind of showing it off there. But at the same time, I had me and my wife had purchased this wireless Go, and I've been testing it out, playing with it, and I love it. now that my son's talking, we've been testing it out on him too, and it's been working great. I've been using right now the Zoom mic for this show, for these shows for a while, for these live shows and stuff like that. I do on Greenlight and talk about this stuff. So sound, like I said, is 90% of any film, so I just wanted to point it out if you're going to get the Mortal Kombat Blu-ray. So let me know in the comments below if you are going to purchase any of that. You can follow me on Instagram with both of these Instagram handles that I have here, either my personal one or my Greenlight one. I do only Greenlight stuff on that one, and then my personal one, I do my filmmaking stuff and all that stuff on there with my documentary and all that as well. So check that out. Hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you can know more about these giveaways and like the Blu-ray unboxings if you like that kind of stuff, because I know a lot of people right now are really interested in the movie code giveaways because they're stuck at home. So I love trying to do that. So I may work in the Spider-Man thing very soon. Hopefully next week, we'll see. So I'll look into that. So let me know in the comments below if you're interested, and I will be here next week. Thank you, and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Later.